If you're considering relocating to Cambodia, there's no better time than the present. The Kingdom of Cambodia is located in Southeast Asia, bordered by Thailand and Vietnam. Cambodia is a developing country with a growing economy. Cambodia offers an impressive and diverse environment, from the sprawling flat plains in the central region to the winding Mekong River, tropical rainforests, and mountainous regions, as well as the crown jewel of the Khmer Empire, Angkor Wat, an ancient city built in the 11th century by the Khmer Empire that brings millions of tourists to Cambodia each year and was recently voted one of the top 5 tourist destinations in the world. So whether you want to live in the bustling city of Phnom Penh or on the tropical islands of Coron, or if you even want to dwell among the temples of Siem Reap, Cambodia has something for everyone. But more importantly, Cambodia offers a great climate, a wonderful exchange rate, and most of all, the friendliest people in the world. Contact us today at Sincere Travel Services to schedule your consultation, and we'll help make your move to Cambodia as smooth and easy as possible.
I, I don't know, but you probably shouldn't be the one to say nothing. You need you might need a hush because, huh?
Why do men always cheat on you with Shrek's baby sister? Like, I'm offended as.
I, I, I don't know, but you probably shouldn't be the one to say nothing. You need you might need a hush because, huh?
Why do men always.
Hey, what's going on, people? What's going on? Decided to put a little levity in it. How's everybody doing? Sitting here in the man cave with my big lab Jacks down here asleep, snoring like a bear. I want to thank everybody that's joining the stream because people. I just got to give you a real quick background. I'm not going to run all night because the content is too good. So the other day I went out to Kulin Mountain, which is about an hour and a half outside the city. Big tourist area. A lot of people that come here don't know about it. I'm going to give you more information of that. In my ebook, I got some new videos coming out about the Kingdom of Kampuchea. That's what they used to call Cambodia. But make a long story short, I'm an older dude, didn't get my real sleep. So all day today I slept. Now, imagine this, gentlemen. Imagine this. Let me go to the comments. Mulatto Vanguard, my brother. Let me go ahead and address this first. Mulatto Vanguard. in the building. Mulatto fam, MLR, greetings, my brother. Greetings, great to have you with me. So today, man, long story short, man, I crashed. I'm 52 years old, had a long day, didn't get much sleep, brother crashed. Now, when I went to sleep, my man Obsidian Ali was on. And he was about right at 2 hours into his stream concerning Courtney Michelle. I fell asleep, and when I woke up, the brother was 6 hours in. 6 hours in.
What?
6 hours in. Still going in hard. But then it took even a more sinister turn, because not only was Obsidian going in, but then my man Tommy Sotomayor came in, and I can't even explain to you. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go ahead, since all of y'all are here in the room, we got a decent amount of people. Don't forget to click like, subscribe. Thank you so much for your support. I'm just a little guy in this game. I go on when I feel like I got something important to say. I'm not doing this as my main income. I know a lot of people are. I'm not hating on you for that. But I want to keep my content relevant, and I want to keep my content true. It's not about the clicks, the likes, the super chats, and all of that. It's about keeping 100. So I want y'all to just get a little bit. I want y'all to get a little bit of the taste of what was going on.
Now, that cat gonna fuck with you when you go to sleep. That cat gonna have a field day in your head.
You're talking about her hair.
Thank you. Somebody says the difference between extensions and that. It looks like they're natural hair.
Y'all bear with me. He goes in. I got some more queued up.
What I'm trying to say is, of course you'd be jealous that she was able to get the audience that you were trying to get. Don't y'all see how messed up this is? I hope y'all see how messed up this is. Somebody said, why create so many enemies? If you don't mind, the link's in the description box. I would love for one of y'all to come hit the link. If you look, you see how many people watching me that don't be watching them. You see it. Come on, somebody say it. You see how many people that watch me that don't be watching them. I'm up here at 12:38 in the morning and still got over 2,000 people watching. That's somebody.
And here I am on a Wednesday afternoon. It's about to be rush hour, and I got upwards of 800 people watching and been on the air damn near 7 hours.
I told y'all.
With almost twice as many people watching as Courtney had watching, and she got damn near 30,000. Make it make sense.
Somebody around here got to say, this nigga get deleted, blocked, thrown away, and then he show up and say some shit at 2:38 in the morning after the internet done went down and everything, and his numbers are still higher than these niggas who be on here every damn day with ads going across and everything. He still get bigger numbers than them. I don't know how he does it.
Fair use.
That should what it should be what people are saying. I don't know how he does it.
I know how he does it because Tommy has talent. Tommy is good. Say what you want about Tommy, and I have my own thoughts here and there. But I'm not going to sit here and say that the man don't have no talent. The man has talent.
See, black men ain't afraid to give another brother props, just like y'all do for me, and I truly appreciate it.
Legitimate. It's just don't get any past it. What the man is saying there is correct. He could come on at any time, easily get 1,000, 2,000 people in the box. Easy. No special guests. No tricked out studio. Boom. I've seen him do it repeatedly over the years.
Hey,
repeatedly.
It's just starting. Trust me.
It's effortless for him.
Trust me, it's only beginning.
And this is coming from somebody who does this every day for the past 8 years. I know what I'm talking about. It is not easy to go live and have 1,000, 2,000 people in the box consistently. It is not easy to do. Not many people can do that. That's the truth. The man is good. He's got talent. Period. Say what you want about him. You can love him or you can hate him, but the man has talent.
But when you claim that I'm doing something, I don't get it. How am I creating enemies when I'm doing what they do? Except the difference between the way I do it and they do it is I only bring facts. I only bring facts. This woman tried to do this fake outrage. And remember, I'm very honest. You said I create enemies. What is my mother? My mother's a pastor.
This is deep, folks.
What is it that I say I believe about women being pastors?
Salute, Jerome Payne. Salute, brother.
My mother's a pastor. That is my mother. I love my mother. I still don't believe women should be pastors. Why should I not say that? I understand why y'all won't say it. That's why when y'all fall out, it looks like World War III. Because y'all set on lies just to get along with each other. And then once y'all break up, y'all start telling the truth about each other. Somebody tell me I like. That's what y'all do. Y'all start telling the truth about each other. I got along with Michi very well. Did I call her black? Did I say she was black? Did I say I believe that these biracials should be going around hollering they black? No. Sure didn't. Matter of fact, in order to get along, we kept those separate because I'm not going to turn around and say that I now believe it because we get along. No. Can't do it. What did I just say when I was talking about bitches with ropes in their hair? Who did I say got ropes in their hair? My own kid. My own kid got ropes in her hair. I'm still going to make jokes about the rope. I understand why she does it. I understand she says it keeps her hair from frizzing and doing stuff like that. It helps it grow and then she'll wear her hair out. Whatever your reason is, I'm still going to say what it is that I see. Somebody told me that this girl here is mixed as well. What the hell? And I'm still going to point out why y'all got so many light-skinned leaders in y'all group. Why do you men, black women ought to say something about this. I'm going to point out and talk about the colorism in this. Why is it that all these so-called pro-blacks look like they mixed with something? All of them light-skinned. It's some gap teeth, ugly mouth bitch done made a video about me today.
Oh my God, dog.
Oh,
Get your ass up.
oh, what the hell?
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Hey, I told y'all today was epic, man.
See, this
I
is what
usually
happens
don't
when
play
you want to play the
videos
race
this
game.
long, but
You want to throw out the race
can't
card?
explain
You
it.
want to throw out the pro-black card? You want to pump your fist on a yellow t-shirt? Really, Courtney? And you think people are not going to notice that? A yellow t-shirt now. You in a yellow t-shirt pumping your fist.
Come on, folks.
Really?
I mean, these brothers, Tommy especially, man.
And now you got Tommy in here stating the bleedingly obvious. This shit is going to get gully. My man S.
Hey, man, my man Tommy goes in a little bit deeper.
No, Green in the building with the $20 super chat. He writes, oh man, they think that more.
I'm going to move it forward a little bit. I want to keep
And lead us.
This is what brothers need to start asking themselves. I've seen some brothers that I had to unsubscribe to because they weren't showing up in the way that the Black manosphere was designed. You one of the only brothers.
Sorry about the delays. That's the Cambodia Wi-Fi. Let me see if I can make a little bit of a change on that, fellas.
That held it down, and I appreciate you for that. But that's the question that brothers need to ask. How are we in control of the Black manosphere when women who have believed the message, who play the role of insubordinate, can come in and think that they are leading it and you will support them?
Well, brother, you got a point. I can't even debate it. I mean, yeah, this is the orientation of Black women. Not all, but the loudest voices in the room, I like to say. This is their orientation. They think that they run shit. I would go along with that if they actually did. You know, Pearl could really throw her weight around if she wanted to, because she actually runs
Absolutely.
shit. She actually does run shit. The problem I have with these lovely ladies is that they don't really run anything. But they want to act
in the building. What's up, brother? That girl in the Philippines is doing well.
If
homie.
That's not delusional, the word has no meaning.
I agree with you, brother. And I will say this also. You know, a lot of us came to the Black manosphere place because
hey, brother, I'm gonna pause this for a second because what I have to say about it is this. I wasn't, before I even got into this little YouTube thing, I didn't even really know what the manosphere was. But I get the idea that this is supposed to be a place, a forum for men to talk amongst other men without the influence of the emotion and the illogical shame, insult, guilt, drama that Black women or modern women in that case bring into it. And I think that this was addressed beautifully in this particular video.
It was giving us talking points that we all understood and we all talked about in the barbershops and, you know, the locker rooms and the cigar shops. You know, these were things that men exchanged amongst each other, but we always kept it on code and we didn't speak out loud in the way that Brother Kevin Samuels brought it to the table.
Yeah.
Now we have the same individuals who have been murking up the waters for 40, 50 years with this nonsense, infiltrating this space, bringing the same nonsense that they've been spewing forever. You had your time and you wrecked the race. We don't want to deal with you. This is a place for articulate individuals who really want to see change, who really want to talk about how families can come together and not be part of this whole nonsense. Look how they clouded this whole issue over nothing. Now we're over here talking about whether Pearl needs to stay, she needs to get canceled. The whole point, y'all been fighting having to be canceled the whole time. You've been fighting against that. So now we canceling Pearl, who's doing the work, who's out here living up to the expectations of the manosphere, who's out here playing her role, not talking to men. What the hell is wrong with you? To women on how to be better wives in the same way that Crimson Cure does. She's in alignment with the movement, but playing a woman's role in the movement. How do these hyenas on the outside think that they can come in, combating us, and then trying to take over the message? Bro, this is insane. As Kevin would say, you can't make this ish up.
Yeah, sure, damn sure can. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for that. I deeply appreciate it.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it. Let's get back to this tape. Fair use, fair use.
Go ahead.
And I'm not pro-Black. But I think it's weird that y'all so pro-Black and yet y'all turn around and got such a problem with dark-skinned chicks. Auntie Jenny said, I'm dark with dreadlocks. That's why I was happy to have you on my show, Auntie Jenny. And I want you to come back. Come
Shout out
back
to Auntie
to
Jenny.
me. Base Perry said, Courtney called a dark-skinned woman Esther Roll on the Lapeef Network.
Shame, insults, guilt.
But let me go back to what she was saying. When you talk about a mental illness, it's a mental illness to be pro-Black on a white network.
Oh,
Any one of you Negroes on YouTube hollering pro-black, that's a mental illness. Any one of you pro-blacks on YouTube taking that AdSense money, that Cash App money, that's a mental illness. Any of y'all setting up against the wall with them Walmart knickknacks on the back, knickknacks on the back trying to get a bone.
I told y'all. Tommy.
You ain't pro-black, so cut it out. What were you doing before YouTube that was so pro-black? Creating kids by niggas that didn't stick around.
And Mulatto, you just said it, Mulatto. Bruh, he's about to hit it, Mulatto. Mulatto Vanguard, he about to hit her. He about to gut punch her.
Like I said, I tried to avoid all of that.
You're right, Jay Rizzle. That was one of the best shows. Unadulterated truth in the building.
I mean, you gotta be careful. The streets is watching. You gotta be careful when you out here talking greasy, because you never know who's watching.
Great to see you. Great to see you too. This is what I thought. Women never let men on their panels for balance or another viewpoint. But some brothers feel the need to be inclusive in men's spaces. And I agree with you 100%. I'm going to go ahead and pause that because I want to address this comment by my brother Jerome Payne. Just like barbershop convo, we should not have let women's voices in this space. I applaud CM for calling out women on their BS, yeah, but at the end of the day, men should seek advice and guidance from her. Yes, she did call women out to a certain extent, but there was so much sly hate. She was name calling too. I never really broke down into it. And just like Mulatto Vanguard just said, Courtney, Chameleon, Michelle. And hold on, folks. Like I said, this was transformative today. I'm trying to tell you, because Tommy is not done. Yeah, that sound effect really irks the shit out of me.
Meanwhile, you on white ass YouTube talking your shit. So if we believe this for us, against us, then what white people should do is shut down every one of these black channels who are. Hold on, I got to stop.
And see, that's my point. See, Tommy got to catch himself.
If you're giving AdSense to people who are talking like this, now I want y'all to just hear me out for a minute. If white people are giving AdSense and Cash Apps to people who make statements like this, calling white people interlopers and ops just because they're white, then aren't they funding domestic terrorists? Aren't white people, isn't Google and AdSense funding domestic terrorists? They don't believe that they're Americans. They believe that they're black. And they believe that they're black and that they should be against you because you're white. So why would you allow them to make any money off your white platform if they were doing so much damage and good for blacks and harm against whites? Black men, I want y'all to let this sink in for a second, if you don't mind. You don't see how and hear how dumb this girl is? She an interloper. Interloper? What the fuck is that on your head, ma'am?
Damn.
Well,
damn.
You will allow.
See, this seems like one of those good old chastisements from one of them.
I got to do the Ronald Reagan. Well, there you go again. Great Britain in the building with the $5 super chat. He writes, "Love some Chantel Simone, even when Courtney slandered her."
Shout out to Chantel Simone. And if y'all really peep game about Chantel Simone, she showed up on the Valuetainment podcast.
What do you mean? We. We what? Ain't no we. But this goes back to what the brother Reality was saying earlier. Black women think they run everything, when it's clear they run nothing. Let's get back to the tape. Fair use, fair use.
Your space.
Here we go. Here we go.
Your space.
I feel
Only
you.
niggas love to be in somebody else's house talking about his mind.
Oh.
Y'all don't hear me.
Oh.
Only niggas love to be in somebody else's house. You're in someone else's house.
Has been my main premise. But as you guys are now seeing that everyone, particular people, are now trying to switch it and make it something else and trying to take the light off of Pearly and then try to put it on Black women, which unfortunately a lot of men in the space, especially Obsidian, tends to do. But
here we go. Here we go now. Here we go back to the same old playbook, gentlemen. I'm going to talk shit to people. I'm going to call everybody names, interlopers, ops, like she's a goddamn drill rapper. Right? Everything is negative. And then now all of a sudden, she going to throw in a dig at black men as usual because that's their MO. But more importantly, now she's playing the victim like she was the one that was attacked in all of this.
we're not going to do that today. Today, I was blatantly lied on. And you guys know that I come with receipts. And the receipts are important because it's proof. What I like to do on my page is, you know, if I say something or if I feel a way, I just don't come up here and just tell you how I feel. I break it down and I say, this is why I feel this way. Well, this person said this and that and that, that. But it's unfortunate because the integrity that I have on my page, the integrity and the amount of time that I do put in my shows, a lot of people don't have it. And then when I go to pages and I look at streams, people just want to say whatever.
The integrity and a lot of time that I put into my shows, a lot of people don't have it. Did she just sit up here and say that she has integrity that she put into her shows, that she started? Again, y'all listen to what she tried to give herself credit for. Then by that logic, we should praise the shit out of Pearly, shouldn't we?
Big shout out to Lamar Black Attack.
Because Pearly actually has production value.
I truly appreciate
production. Pearly
brother.
actually has
camera
angles, a set, people able to come there, and then within the time the show ends, they done cut up several damn pieces of that damn show. What the fuck do you do other than you just sit there in front of that, in front of them knick-knack paddywhacks, give a dog a bone?
Folks, I was talking. Let me rewind that for a second.
Nothing. Let's get back to the tape. Fair use, fair use.
Fair use.
Your space?
Uh-oh. I'm a hush.
Your space.
Japanese-ian. What is it? Konnichiwa.
Only niggas love to be in somebody else's house talking about his mind. Y'all don't hear me.
I heard you.
Only niggas love to be in his house talking about his theirs. You're in someone else's house.
Has been my main premise. But as you guys are now seeing that everyone, particular people, are now trying to switch it and make it something else and trying to take the light off of Pearly and then try to put it on Black women, which unfortunately a lot of men in the space, especially Obsidian, tends to do. But we're not going to do that today. Today I was...
See, here we go. See, big shout out to the Blizzard King, Dennis Sperling, who called these modern Black women some of the most disloyal women on the planet. The powers that be in the manosphere, allowed you in this space to talk about it, but now she trashing the same people that gave her access to help build her platform. Can't make this up, folks. You can't make it up. Continue. Continue, Miss. Continue.
Blatantly lied on. And you guys know that I come with receipts. And the receipts are important because it's proof. What I like to do on my page is, if I say something or if I feel a way, I just don't come up here and just tell you how I feel.
Big shout
I break
out
it
to Jay
down
Rizzle
and I
with
say,
the
this
$5.
is why I feel this way. This person said this and that and that. But it's
$5
unfortunate
super
because
chat.
the
I
integrity
truly
that I have
thank
on
you.
my page, the integrity and the amount of time that I do put in my show, a lot of people don't have it. And then when I go to pages and I look at streams, people just want to say whatever.
The integrity and a lot of time that I put into my shows, a lot of people don't have it. Did she just sit up here and say that she has integrity that she put into her shows that she started? Again, y'all listen to what she tried to give herself credit for. Then by that logic, we should praise the shit out of Pearly, shouldn't we?
Uh-oh.
Pearly actually has production value. Pearly actually has camera angles, a set, people able to come there, and then within the time the show ends, they done cut up several damn pieces of that damn show. What the fuck do you do other than you just sit there in front of them knick-knack, paddywhacks, give a dog a bone? What have you done?
Pardon me while I do this.
Hey, Obsidian is doing the Allah Akbar, and I can understand why he's doing it. But this is the point that I made today in the video that I posted. I posted a video today, I think it was entitled Response to the Just Pearly thing. And that's exactly what I said. Whatever I do here is on a very small scale. I got the soundproofing. I got some lights, which for some reason I don't have on right now. I'll turn them on in a minute. But I invested some money in the studio and it continues to grow. But dude, it's nowhere close to what Just Pearly Things had. And he's right. The editors, meaning plural, she already has content cut up, being done real time for her various other platforms. She's sitting her little goofy ass up in this little bitty room with one camera, barely decent audio, talking about the integrity she puts into her show. And see, people these days don't want to take accountability. And I love the fact that she's being called out on that. We shall continue.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
One of the reasons why it's taken me so long to get everything together is because I had to think through step by step.
Tell them, City.
Okay, how do I want it to look? What equipment am I going to need? Who can I help me get me to do this stuff? Because I don't know shit about cameras. I need somebody to help me do this. How are you going to pay these people? Pay the contractors, pay to get the furniture, pay to get this, pay to get that, pay for the editing, pay for doing all this other stuff. I had to go step by step and think all this through.
And I want to intervene right there. I want to catch these great comments. Mulatto Vanguard, Obsidian gave her a platform and put her on. The same person she just shitted on, correct? And look how she's doing him right now. You're absolutely correct. To my man Unadulterated up in North Carolina, that's out of the playbook. Cynthia G, Paris Milan, several others have done the same thing. Exactly. And to turn around, it's almost like if you allow a snake into your house, they're gonna be a snake. They're gonna bite you at some point. But we the problem. But we're the problem. Go ahead, Obsidian.
Not do no jackleg bullshit. Kevin has raised the bar.
Amen.
So I can't just slap this shit together. It takes time. But black folk ain't interested in that.
Damn.
They're not. Let's just be honest about that. They don't care about that. Let's continue. Fair use. Fair use.
Stop acting like you just doing something that's just so difficult when you sit up here running your fucking mouth to no ops. Why you always talking about the ops? You know what these motherfuckers never invite? Ops. They never invite opposition. They never invite someone to speak differently than them.
Ever to get their rocks off.
Right. Pearly got professional mics. Does this girl have a professional mic? Nope. She's just sitting there talking.
No proof or no evidence. And then I see there are weirdos in the chat that agreed. And I'm like, man, some of our people are really slow. Some of our people don't need to see any evidence of anything. Just someone saying it and then they believe it.
Yes, just like you've shown no evidence of anything you're saying. Y'all hear how nuts this is? Some of our people don't need any evidence. Some of our people just listen to people. Right. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, she's giving you no proof of anything she's saying.
And I've always known this. You guys, I've always pushed back on some of the stats and the facts that a lot of people quote. A lot of times on my page, I break it down and I actually show you, no, that's wrong. This is what this is. No, this is right, but they kind of misconstrued. They didn't do this age limit. They did this age. So I've done a lot of streams that way. And then, you know, with today, this is what I'm going to do today. And today we're going to show the desperation, the sadness, and really the patheticness of this person. You guys see the thumbnail. You obviously know who I'm speaking about.
And it need to be
and
right.
I'm going to do this, and I'm going to shut the book on this particular character. This man is pathetic and sad and desperate. And I've always known that this particular person wanted to be on the coattails of people because for some reason they're not confident enough to build themselves. So what they want to do is ride the coattail of someone more successful.
Oh my God. Ride the coattails of someone more successful. She has the unmitigated gall.
What the hell is wrong with you?
The unmitigated gall. She wants to be on people's platforms when it can help her. But now you're sitting in the quote unquote manosphere and you're bashing the people that help you build your platform to whatever it is. See, my whole thing, fellas, is first of all, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, and I'm going to put myself on the screen in full so you guys can see me. I truly appreciate the love and support that I get. That's why I'm up at 7 o'clock in the morning in Cambodia, because I know it's about that time that people might have a little bit of time in the States to actually listen to my crazy ass on this platform. And I appreciate the fact that I feel like I've made some homies that I probably haven't met face to face, but I truly appreciate it. So I think about the content, even on my level, even on this small level, going through the videos, lining up the videos, getting the timestamps, setting up your StreamYard back office so that you can try to present a good show, because maybe the military taught me about preservation. And to what J.R. Jizzle just said, she's talking about the CDC in black. Exactly. So I guess the CDC, she's going to debunk them. The Center for Disease Control, she's going to debunk them. So in other words, I mean, my whole thing is, thanks a lot, brother. Thanks a lot, Unadulterated. Thank you. That really means a lot, man. And that's exactly what it is my perspective. And I try to at least come with some sort of facts or some cohesive point. And I don't mind if you disagree with me. Thanks a lot, R. Jizzle. I appreciate it. And I appreciate your support. See, a lot of these women, they want to live in feelings and not facts. Black demographics breaks it down. You lead the nation in evictions, deleting babies, black babies for the most part. Obesity at 54.8%. Divorces, student loan debt, consumer debt. But no. I don't feel like that makes me feel good. I don't feel that those facts, that data, those statistics are accurate because it doesn't fit my narrative. So therefore, I'm going to have to dismiss it. Again, a lack of accountability. That's exactly what it is, because it doesn't feel right.
And in recent months, I'm seeing that the person is just wanting to blatantly lie or blatantly pick people and do multiple streams on said person for no reason but a lie. Now, I know a lot of people will tell you that in order to grow your page, you got to create beefs, unwarranted beefs. You know, I've been in a few myself that I've never started. I'll finish.
She's talking about
But
Obsidian.
that's kind of the space. It's start a beef, start controversy. For some reason, a lot of people like to do it to me, but you know, I ain't no.
God damn it. Stop it. Will you
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit.
Will you please just stop the cap?
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
You see what I'm saying? Again, now it's back to the victim role. Poor me. Woe is me. When you talking shit to the man that put you on this platform. Again, in the words of my man Chris Brown, these hoes ain't loyal. They're not loyal. Now she's the victim. And you know who she's talking to right now? She's talking to the rest of them hyenas that are listening. I'm looking down, look at it. See, I had an instructor when I was in the military that told me, shout out to all my 82nd Airborne Division brothers, all my airborne brothers. Look at her face right now. You can look at her face and tell she knows it's bullshit. And she's down reading the comments from the community. She's looking down right now, taking in all the info on what she needs to say next. But she don't understand that she's running into a buzzsaw.
So Tommy's going to go into this, but here's where I'm at with it. YouTube 101 says the quickest way to build your channel is what? YouTube University. What's the quickest way to build your channel? I'll tell you. Collaborations. The quickest way to build your YouTube channel is by working with other people. But only black folks think you want to ride the coattails of somebody else. You can't build it on your own. That's why we never get anywhere. And Pearly kicking our ass.
Say it again.
And this is especially true with black women. They cannot work with any man. They can't work with Kevin. They can't work with Anton. They can't work with O'Shea. They can't work with me. They can't work with nobody.
Facts.
And because black women are the first teachers of humanity, they pass that shit along to their black sons who become black men who grow up and can't work with nobody either. Everybody got to build their own little thing. Nobody collaborates. Nobody works together. Nobody does shit. Newsflash, Miss Courtney Michelle. YouTube 101. It says that the quickest way to build your channel is through collaborations. Working with other people.
If women in
I
that
was
jury
just
pool,
meeting
their
with a
brothers
guy
going to jail,
who went
bro.
to the Keller School of Business. Keller. And he said that if you want to succeed in business, you got to work and collaborate with others. I just met him last week. I want to see if he'd be willing to mentor me. I'll pay.
All right, people. That brings me to the point of the video that I made today. That brings me to the point of the video that I made today. I'll pay. There's that saying that goes, in order to make money, you got to spend money. Daryl Dundee in the building. Good to see you here, my brother. Just Pearly paid for the key to the kingdom. Just Pearly paid to sit at the feet of Kevin Samuels and several other people, other successful content creators and mentors she had in this space. She's a white conservative business woman, and she paid for that access. They ass was too cheap or too stubborn or too hateful, and all they wanted to do was talk to him while they taking notes and recording to get this shit for free. On the hookup, on the down low, some straight up ninja shit. Now you're mad at Pearly. Yeah, granted, Pearly got some generational wealth in there. Pops gave her some money. She admitted that on Obsidian show. She admitted it. But look what it got her. 1.3 million viewers on one platform. But her po mouth ass didn't want to spend the money. But then she wants to complain about, oh, now, and not only that, but you can't even call the woman by whatever her moniker is, Just Pearly. You got to call her Pasty. Same old shit you've been doing to us for years. And you're supposed to be respectful. What happened to that fucking integrity that you were talking about? What integrity? For those guys that were in the military, we used to have leadership principles and leadership characteristics. Things that you were born with. Honesty, integrity, character, respect. Things you couldn't buy. Things that you couldn't be taught. Then there were leadership principles. I train my people as a team. I look out for their welfare. I keep them informed. And as a leader, I seek responsibility and take responsibility for my actions. Those are just a few of them that I learned during my leadership schools. Whether you learn that in corporate America, whether you learn that in the military, you learn that in order to be a leader, you know what I'm saying? These are things that you need. To my man, R. Jizzle, she done flipped that 5K she got from her father. And exactly. But not only that, but how many people is is she employing? See, the thing about a business deal is, if somebody offer me 70, and I'm not making excuses, and I really don't care if you think I am, I'm not, honestly. If somebody's offering you a deal to come into a situation where you ain't got to pay for nothing, top-notch equipment, editing, the whole staff is there. All you got to do is sit behind a microphone, talk about what the topic is, and you're going to get 30% of that. If you're just starting off in this business, to me, that's not too much of a bad deal. But at the end of the day, you have to say yes or no. Ain't nobody holding you at gunpoint. It's just like an athlete, you know what I'm saying? If you coming off the practice squad and you're not a first or second, even a third round pick, and they offer you the league minimum to be on the team, hey, you're going to take it. And then you're going to have to prove yourself in order to get a better deal. You know, the man that worked with Just Pearly came out and said, man, I got a 4-bedroom house. I'm making more money than I ever made before. Me and Pearly talking about doing, real estate deals, which gives you a little bit of an insight that she is looking. Hold on, folks. Just Pearly Things is looking beyond. Just Pearly Things is looking beyond just being a YouTube creator, folks. Me and my man Rubber Band Man talked about this last night in Trey. She's looking beyond YouTube things. She's a white conservative female. That's why she had Nick Fuentes on there. You know, I don't know this for sure, but is she gonna try to build her own conservative network, her own channel that leans more political? And the fact that a lot of the black men in the manosphere are black conservative. Men that are probably vote conservative. That's why she has the same management as Candace Owens. And we know what Candace Owens' political views are. Everybody mad about the slavery comments, and you can't see the forest for the damn trees. It's right in your face what the woman is doing. Jizzle, she was giving them all of the videos. Exactly. It's almost like when I worked in IT. If I wanted to get the Cisco certifications, when they had CCNA, CCNP, CCIE, if my company paid for those certifications, I can leave that company for 2 to 3 years to repay them. Think about it, folks. We out here so mad about fake fucking outrage that you're not really even seeing what's going on.
God, Kevin ain't never told no lie about that. Gregor in the building with the $2 super chat.
I'd buy that for $1.
He said
He
apologize.
hasn't yet, unless he says something else later. But as far as what I'm hearing, she's not addressed what he said. That's such a bad thing. She said,
and this is the reason why we are gentlemen, sir. Because Streets is watching. This is the reason why. Because Streets is watching. People will look at that and they'll say, yo, man, the brother didn't say anything out of turn to you, sis. Now, if he's wrong, then we'll go back and look at the facts. And if he's wrong, we'll deal with that. The man didn't call you out your name. Where's all this other stuff coming from? What's all that all about? You see what I'm talking about? Let's continue. Fair use, fair use.
that this man didn't help her, and he did. You could just go back and look on his page when she was on there.
Pearl has specifically wanted me to invite all of you. I'm sure she wanted to. Pearlie told you she had a hit list, right? Who do you think gave the hit list? I'll tell you.
Was aware of those statements.
The informant. He is a mole. He is a rat. And
Wow.
he is willing to break up the manosphere.
Now he's a mole and he's a rat.
See what I'm saying, fellas? Do you see what I'm saying? Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. R. Jizzle says, I would have, you. And my man Trey brought up a good point last night about this point, R. Jizzle. He said Nick Fuentes probably, say for instance, you had Sarah Garvey on there to push back against him. Or you had a city and someone to push back against his comments. Nick Fuentes probably wouldn't have come on. There's a reason why she picked him. She made him feel comfortable. The only person that pushed back on him was the Italian girl, her friend that came on. Dale Dundee and still got bamboozled. Absolutely correct. Let's get back to it, folks. I told you it was epic.
You're using these types of words to describe YouTubers, and you got a good heart. He is a mole and he's a rat.
Oh, by the way, and for the record, love Five Guys, but I can't eat the burgers because I don't eat meat unless they make Impossible burgers or something like that. I don't know if they do, but good on Five Guys. Pretty much all I can do is eat the fries. Don't eat meat. So the idea that I'm at Five Guys chopping down cheeseburgers, no, I don't eat meat. Let's continue. Fair use.
Their space, do everything that Kevin Samuels would not
do. These people have children at all? Do these people have children at all? He's a stoolie. These people are raising children.
ever do to ride on the coattails of a Pearly. How sad and pathetic. Is this where your life has ended? This again, I'm not.
Shames, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. You know what though? Anybody who's been on this platform, right? Let me address Brooklyn kid. They smile in your face all the time. They want to take your OJ. Shout out to the OJs. I thought it was smart for her to play a little dumb because that made him talk more comfortably. Yeah, but she had a method to her, man. It's just like anybody else. And the thing about it is, Arjizzle, I don't know whether you agree or not, but if Miss Pearly really wanted to flex some, as Sydney said earlier, she could be in somebody's ass deep. You know, like a bicycle without the seat, bro. She could be in some people's ass right now if she really felt that way about it. But, you know, again, to my point, shames and so guilt the need to be right. Because she's only coming into whatever space it is to get what she can get while she commiserates with the rest of the hyenas. Right? Somebody asked me, Ed, you said you said this and that about. I said, listen, my comments and my feelings are based upon my experiences. And I'll be more than happy for anybody that's in the chat or likes the channel. Please hit the likes and subscribes, help a brother out. If you sit back and you look at the comments that I get from the community, and I can't imagine what Tommy or City get because their platforms are exponentially bigger than mine, that the comments that they get, what's said about me and my family and my children from these women, it's disgraceful. It's damn near criminal what they say. And they're the same ones that sit here like her. Yeah. Arjizzle. She got the mean. Look what she did to Sarah Garvey. Look what she did right away. And I think that she was sending a message in that. You got to look into what not just what is done, but why it's done. That was a dude that was an ace boom coon. When she said, if you do this, we got beef. And they laughed. And if you don't subscribe, we got beef. And they laughed. She showed his ass what beef was like. Immediately after he made that video, I need to strike his whole damn channel. So there's another content provider out here. And for me, I just don't give time and space and a platform to morons. And this young dude said he's a mixed race guy, which doesn't have shit to do with stupidity as far as I'm concerned. But he's doing video after video, live after live after live, hurling insults at just Pearly things. Either she doesn't care, she doesn't want to waste her time or her money, or she hasn't done it yet. Because she got the grounds for it. If she can knock down Sarah Garvey like that, she can definitely get this dude. But he's going to be in that F around and find out university if he keeps on doing what he's doing. Back to the show.
Ain't coming on no show with you. Ain't doing nothing with you because you're a blatant liar.
She got a good heart, but she'll say that he's done something wrong. And while saying it, say, I will never talk to you. That's a good-hearted person.
There's the fundamental contradiction of black female fuckery. Let me get my man's I am just Jules with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. He writes, this is a compelling breakdown and series of analysis. It's like Inception meets the black manosphere. Wow. And Bernard Riley talks about Inception, inceptioning people. So there you go right there. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I mean, here you go. Now, y'all know that rule in the 48 laws of power about not offending the wrong people?
Yeah.
Y'all know about that, right?
Yeah, I know about it.
There it is. Continue. Fair use. Fair use.
And I already know because he's done this to my guy Omawale. Is if he can't beat you, what he'll try to do is lie and do 5, 6, 7, 8 videos off a lie that makes no sense at all to deflect something that don't even need
y'all hear the
to be
emotion?
real. The conversation was about the disrespect
She literally said nothing.
of a community, and what you want to do is disrespect people.
And she hasn't said what he lied about. She's gone on this long ass rant, but has not said what he lied about.
Trying to uplift the community. Inform.
And you think uplifting the community is making fucking videos and saying things that and having a black fist on your shirt. I'm telling y'all, stop. If you black men continue to keep on going behind these women, hoping they'll sleep with you, which they won't, helping them get where they're going, and then as soon as they get where they're going, they're gonna talk shit about you like this.
Infiltrator. It's you.
It's from a few years ago. But I think for those that are in the know listening right now, I think it's fair to say that Miss Cynthia G has been very consistent in her views regarding black men. That is to say, I think we can all agree that her views regarding black men haven't changed that much from several years ago with that clip that you just heard. So I have some questions for the lovely Miss Courtney Michelle in light of her alleged statement that she understands where Cynthia G is coming from. And we'll get to those questions. Miss Courtney Michelle says that she understands where Cynthia G is coming from.
Where did I say that, Obsidian? You, in your little pea head of yours, you just made that up. You just made it up. It did a show on a live.
This is interesting. Given the numerous statements that Miss Cynthia G has made, I have some questions for the lovely Miss Courtney Michelle. And by the way, Miss Courtney Michelle is free at any time. If she happens to be listening right now, she can join the panel right now.
I would never come on your struggling shit. Ever. Not only have I lost all respect for you.
Why is it every time they want to relate to you black people, they use these words? I would ever. She's no different than the people you claim. Oh, let me tell you something. If Pearly were to be doing a show and she tried to put on the black scent as this woman has done, what would y'all say? If Pearly did the exact same thing and tried to put on the black scent like she did, what would you say? Ever, and she keeps doing it. Because you got to relate to me this way. The white girl would be called racist if she did it. But she does it, it's supposed to be funny. Or what, I don't know. He pea-headed, he all that. But do y'all understand how crazy this is? A man that hasn't disrespected you and said, If you'd like to come up here and show them how I'm wrong, you can. And you can do it live on my show. I would never come on your struggling. Well, what the fuck is the show you got?
Tommy Sotomayor for the motherfucking win. Where is it at? There we go.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Yeah. There you go. Wow.
You have 29,000 subs. I fall out my bed and get 29,000 subs.
Ooh.
I can wake up and get 29,000 subs. That's easy.
Ooh.
It's easy work, light work. How many people do you have watching you live at the time you went live? How many people I got watching me live right now? And I ain't a YouTuber. Somebody in the comment section wrote something stank. Is it Tommy? Told y'all. That's all these people know how to do. And what I want y'all to understand is there's no building with Negroes. It's done. Those days are done. There's no building with Negroes, especially with Negroes willing to let women lead them because they believe that a conversation is a diss. A conversation is I'll say something and I'll try to slander you or say something that's a diss and everybody will laugh, but we don't want to have a discussion. You see how this woman said, I will not go there. Watch how many times y'all have seen me say, well, I'll go there. Oh, they're talking about me? Let me go log in. They're talking about me? Let me pop up. How many times y'all see me do that? And it didn't matter that they was in a struggling show. Why did you not confront those people? And why is it the people who talking shit about you won't confront you? Both should be confronted. Now
sounds fair to me. Jai Block. Oh no, excuse me. Jamari in the building with the $2 super chat.
I'd buy that for $1.
And he writes, Courtney is a good-hearted, lying hind part. Yeah, things are going to get ugly. My man, the Steel Curtain with the $2 super chat.
I'd buy that for $1.
The backstabbing is giving Scream vibes. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty deep.
Now he's a struggling show. Well, if his show is struggling today, then it should have been struggling 2 years ago when you went on it. Can I get an amen? How is it struggling today, but it wasn't struggling 2 years ago? If you could go on his struggling show 2 years ago, you can go on his struggling show 2 years later when he got more subs. But now it's the struggling show when y'all show the same damn size. Ain't that a bitch? Meanwhile, you sitting up there in front of Hobby Lobby.
You coon.
Anyone
that follows.
Wow, she said you got a good heart. That was somebody in the audience. Y'all heard that person in the audience say she got a good heart. Listen to what she said.
Ever. Not only have I lost all respect for you, you coon.
See, here we go. Here we go. I wanted to stop the video right there, folks. I want to stop the video right there. Again, this was a point I made in the video that I put out earlier. The fake selective outrage over Pearl's comments. Now, let me clarify just Pearly Things comments. Let me clarify. What Just Pearly Things said about, we all know what the comment was about the exaggeration of slavery or whatever. It was totally obtuse, wrong, insensitive, and just downright stupid. Okay? So, like I said before, rather than me having a fit about it, I didn't say anything about it until today, really. Talked about it a little in a live I did last week, I think, and talked about it last night. However, how do you respond to an offensive comment, a racial slur, as it may, by using a racial slur? You understand what I'm
What
saying?
the hell is wrong with you?
By using a racial slur, by calling somebody a raccoon, right?
What the hell is wrong with you?
Is that how you respond? You so offended, you so mad, but that's what you call upsetting. Mulatto Vanguard, yeah, it's, hey, bro, listen, Mulatto, my brother, I tell you, while I was researching this, man, I saw stream after stream after stream. I'm talking about streams that were going on for 3.5, 4 hours about just pearly things. But one of the brothers on the stream, I'm not gonna mention his name. He had, you know, like 1,600 subscribers or so. Must have had like 6, 7 people on this platform at a time. And he said, once I checked the algorithm and I saw that just pearly things was trending, you damn right I went live to talk about it. I need to make that money. That's what I'm out here for. You understand what I'm saying? How can she think she's not exposing herself as a hypocrite? Let's continue.
Anyone that follows you, I've lost respect for. That whole chat was full of idiots. My whole show, all my videos is up. It's up. Instead of you trying to make up a
And wait. And Lucky Marie wrote in her comments, said, wow. I'm telling y'all, people have they're just not self-aware at all. Wow, I didn't know. Apparently they're friends. Look at what Lucky Marie wrote.
I mean, you don't.
I don't want. That's sad. That's sad right there.
The hyenas is right. I'm telling you, man. The hyenas is deep.
Who has more views? Obsidian or her? Jesus Christ. Lucky Marie will go live and it'll be like 130 people there. Wow, I can't believe she said that. So if he's got a struggling show, Lucky Marie, I don't know if you're watching out there or not, hopefully you are. What would you call your show? If his show with 600 people in it live is a struggling show, what is yours? Jesus Christ. They will say anything and they don't care.
Cam up to show that face of yours. So you could have, while you do.
You can't cam up and show that face of yours. Meanwhile, they'll be cool with Jason Black, who guess what he does? Never show his face. You can't cam up and show that face of yours. Meanwhile, you're cool with Jason Black, who no one's ever seen.
Hey, fellas, I'm gonna tell you something. And this is just, you know, you can run your shit your way, and I'm gonna run my shit my way. And typically for me, unless I know you and we have an understanding, I can understand how a man worth his salt, a man that stands on his word, a man that's not full of shit, a man that's not capping, would be afraid to show his face. I want to put a face with the comments. See, there's several little content creators that personally attack me, but won't show their face. There was one of them actually that said things that were blatantly, he defamed me. He attacked me and my family, defamed me. His platform, I had the comments, I had the video, I had the proof. I contacted an attorney because I'm not bullshitting with you. I contacted an attorney. And you know what the attorney came back and told me? The attorney said, Ed, we got his real name and we got his aliases. He said, but to be honest with you, he don't even have enough money to sue him. It doesn't make sense to sue him because this brother is probably in his mama's basement somewhere doing his little live streaming. He's scared to show his face because he can't afford to lose what he has. So I made the decision not to pursue it anymore. And that led me to the comment that I made earlier for those of you who can see in the chat. I don't major in minor people. Because I've given people a chance to come on, but you got to show your face. I'm not going to let you throw rocks in my house and hide your hands. And if you come in here to troll, then you can get the fuck on. You can go somewhere else. Obviously, you need some attention. And again, it shows you what some of these people about. Let me get to these super chats real quick. These comments. People need to check. Absolutely. Everybody need to send her a little thank you. The clown world now understand that these individuals signed up for the dissolute. Exactly. Yeah, he does. I mean, this brother does marathon lives, and he keeps his stuff going, man. He'll let you come on regardless of what your point is, as long as you're not on there trying to troll. You're right. The lawyer told me it would have cost me about $350 to $450 to file a lawsuit, just to file a lawsuit. And he sat there and said, this dude ain't even worth that much. He's not even worth the filing fee. So don't even waste your time. And when I had other people sending me comments about because they were watching his live or whatever it was, and I just said, man, I hope the brother made some money today so he can, get him a Happy Meal or something. You know what I'm saying? Get a 2-piece because I ain't got time to mess with him. Don't major in minor people. That's not being arrogant. That's just being true.
And has told you, Courtney Michelle, that all you could be to him was a side piece. There is your pro-black king.
See, I'm not going to get into the Jason Black thing. I don't know the brother. I don't want to know the brother.
0.14K subs.
Now, here we go. Here are the receipts. She was talking about receipts. This is another chameleon.
Did a video, 579 views. Did another video, 880 views. Did another video, 536 views. 1.3, 1.4 when I'm there. 1.1 before me. 688 before me. Jesus Christ. Struggly show though. Okay. Let's see what Obsidian.
Oh, I already knew it was coming. I said, if I know Tommy, he's going to do compare and contrast. Watch this.
Obsidian, meanwhile, has 27.4 million subscribers. 27.4 million. See it right there. 27.4. Obsidian, his last few videos have gotten 4,000, 2,000, 4,000, 2,000, 13,000, 5,000, 4,000, 5,000, 1,000, 2,000, 2,000, 3,000, 9,000.
See, the reason I'm playing this video through
1,000, 5,000, 3,000.
Because I love the accountability. I love the way that they're being checked. I love the accountability. And see, if people are going to promote the manosphere, as they call it, if people are going to promote the manosphere, as they call it, then be a man about it. See, because I don't really believe we would have had, or the manosphere, I'm not saying we, but I don't think the manosphere would have had these issues and everybody being riled up if these women hadn't been involved in this particular issue or whatever it was. And see, and I'm gonna play a video in a few minutes. Matter of fact, I might. It's what so-called pro-black people get so upset about. Right? Let me see if I can get this up. Right? I'm gonna pivot a bit and go to my man, Fawcett Media Group. Big shout out to him. And I want to pivot a little bit. And this is something that has been, this is a little something that has been in the news lately, as everybody knows. Congratulations to the LSU ladies. College basketball team for winning the national championship a few days ago. And a controversy that was going on with the very talented young lady, I can't think of her name right now, but who played for Iowa, who they defeated. And they were doing something new to me, to this John Cena sign, "You can't see me." And then the other sister was like, "No, look, I'm about to get a ring." And everybody turned around and said that the black girl was being ghetto and thuggish and unsportsmanlike. Well, when the white girl did it, everybody was sitting there saying that, you know, she was just being competitive and showing moxie. And you know how it goes. We've heard it all before. You know, white girl can do it, black girl can't do it. Uh, Ain't nothing new. I never got the memo that slavery and discrimination had changed. But this kind of surprised me when I saw this today. So I'm going to share this. I want to share this. And I want y'all to watch it. And down in the comments, I want y'all to give me your thoughts.
Sister from LSU, congratulations, who won her national championship at LSU.
Yeah.
Them went in there and they got the job done, and she got
Angel Reese, straight out of Maryland. Give it up for
There you. Shout out to my man FM.
Do you know
FG.
they invited her opponent, who happened to be a Caucasian woman, to the White House?
Caitlin
Clark.
They invited both teams. Yeah, Jill Biden did.
And they
usually invite just the champions, don't they?
Let's play that again.
White House.
Let's play that
Give it
again.
up for
That mad swag. Do you know they invited her opponent, who happened to be a Caucasian woman, to the White House?
Caitlin Clark.
They invited both teams. Yeah, Jill Biden did.
Invited
And they usually
both.
invite just the champions, don't they?
The
games that they
play, dog. Oh my God, that is a slap in the. That is so disrespectful to say. Oh, tell Iowa to come too, man. I hope y'all don't
even go.
Don't go to that. Don't go to that. Them people are not for you, man. Why don't they just invite Iowa and say, we wanted Iowa to come because they're Caucasian?
I was foul. There's no other time where they invited both teams that I know of. Like, why now? Why now? Doesn't make sense.
Why can't they just speak from the heart?
Right.
We're rooting for the Caucasian girl because Caucasian people have basically, we run the world.
That's basically
now
what
that
it
there's
is.
a Caucasian girl who can play, that girl from Iowa can play like a.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say we'd rather had a white girl here and y'all go down to Martin Luther King Boulevard and we'll pay for y'all rib tip dinner? Why don't you just say that? Why don't you?
Now, where's the outrage about that? Where is the outrage about that? Where is the outrage about that? JM, and I'll touch on your comment in a minute, JM. I'll touch on your comment in a minute. Unadulterated truth, my brother. Never in the history of that tradition have they invited the second place team. You absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct.
What the hell is wrong with you?
How much more blatant can it get? But to go back to JM's point, and I think it's a good segue, JM, because I hear me, Ed. I want to show the difference between selective outrage when it's something that's connected to racism and discrimination and what the outrage should be. If there was outrage about just Pearly Thing's statement, all well and good. I understand that. But for this situation to devolve into name calling and then the pro-black against the manosphere, and now the hyenas then jumped in and now they calling people names, and now black folks are using black epithet, racial epithets against each other. I'm just showing the blatant hypocrisy and dysfunction that goes on within our community. Corey Holcomb is a comedian, and it was funny as hell what he just said about the rib tips. That was funny. But back to my man, unadulterated comment. Never in the history of that tradition. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I was an LSU player, I wouldn't go. What the hell is the second place team coming for? They didn't win. I've never seen that. Can anybody else show me? Send me a link down here show me a link where the runner-up team came to the White House as well. Show me the link. Because they ain't want you to win. And shame on Joe Biden and his administration for that bullshit. That's ridiculous. We had enough, big shout out to Obsidian and Tommy. But there's a reason why I brought up this video. I played this clip. Because in my opinion, I felt like that's what you need to be fucking outraged over. But is that going to get you the clicks and the views that you need? Huh? Are these people well enough and known in these YouTube streets that that's going to give you the cash apps and the super chats that you want? No. So where the pro-black people at now? Where the pro-black people at now? I'm calling you out. Where are you now? Where are you? You're not upset about that? This is almost, whether you like Tiger Woods or not. I was a golf writer. That's what I did for a living for years. And I covered Tiger Woods. I followed Tiger Woods. And then I'm not talking about the off the course shit. I'm talking about, 18 professional majors. The 2000 season where he won 3 majors in a row. And then in 2001, he won the 2001 Masters for the Tiger Slam, and he was the defending champion in all 4 majors at the same time. That'll never be done again. But what if Tiger Woods wins the Masters and you invite him to the White House, but you invite the white boy that came in second as well? What kind of shit is that? But there's no outrage over that. There's no outrage. That's ridiculous. Daryl Dundee, this is how they accumulate their fan base. Yeah, exactly. They're pandering. I'm going to troll YouTube. Today I posted video about me going to a temple. I posted a video today of me going to a temple, right? I posted this video. This is a video of me and my lady and my friend Sualei going to a temple here in Cambodia that I've been here 5 years, but I had never been to Ta Som, this particular temple. Because even though I talk about all this other stuff, at the core, I want my channel to be about travel. This is going through, I believe it's...
This is a
South
quick little video about the tour we took out to the Khmer Temple of Ta Som, located at the eastern end of the northern Barai at Angkor. It was built near the end of the 12th century during the reign of the powerful Buddhist King Jayavarman VII. Little is known about the history and the purpose of Ta Som, but it was likely dedicated to Jayavarman VII's father, or maybe one of his teachers. The site is relatively small compared to the many other temples during his reign. And why this temple matters is, you know, it gets sort of overshadowed by a lot of the bigger temples in Angkor Archaeological Park, but I actually love the way that they call it the strangling fir tree is at the very back of the gate of the temple. And it's a quick little easy ride close to some other very nice temples like Phrai Khan. So I just wanted to make a quick video about our trip out there. Maybe this is somewhere you can check out when you come to Cambodia.
Just a quick little video about, hey man, I live right, so I decided to go to this temple. Because after all, the name of the channel is called Ed Travels. Yeah, Mulatto. The thing about the Angkor Park, and if you see at the beginning of the video, you had to go through a ticket control. So if you're just here as a tourist, and all of this is in my Cambodia book, if you're here as a tourist, you can get these passes to get you, you know, 1 day, 3 day, 5 day, 7 day. I have a 1 year pass. But those are the, you know, relative content. Granted, I can sit my ass on this platform and troll the internet all night looking for this. But I don't. No, I haven't been there yet, JM. I haven't been there yet. I haven't been there. No. I haven't been to that castle. I plan to go to Thailand again pretty soon after things sort of calm down. But hey, I'm going to go ahead and cut this thing short. To everybody that came through tonight, much love to you. I think it was a pretty decent show. I got some things to do. I'm working on a website for the bit, you know, for my business. And hey, what's going on there? You know, I would just love for you guys to come through. So this is Ed with Ed Travels. Thank you so much for coming on. And I'll holler at you.
If you're considering relocating to Cambodia, there's no better time than the present. The Kingdom of Cambodia is located in Southeast Asia, bordered by Thailand and Vietnam. Cambodia is a developing country with a growing economy. Cambodia offers an impressive and diverse environment, from the sprawling flat plains in the central region to the winding Mekong River, tropical rainforests, and mountainous regions, as well as the crown jewel of the Khmer Empire, Angkor Wat, an ancient city built in the 11th century by the Khmer Empire that brings millions of tourists to Cambodia each year and was recently voted one of the top 5 tourist destinations in the world. So whether you want to live in the bustling city of Phnom Penh or on the tropical islands of Quran, or if you even want to dwell among the temples of Siem Reap, Cambodia has something for everyone. But more importantly, Cambodia offers a great climate, a wonderful exchange rate, and most of all, the friendliest people in the world. Contact us today at Sincere Travel Services to schedule your consultation, and we'll help make your move to Cambodia as smooth and easy as possible. The young lady that has everybody in an uproar in these YouTube streets about her comments about race and reparations and slavery, which were idiotic, obtuse, and just plain stupid. I think we can all agree on that. So that's not the focus of this video. This video is about the uproar afterwards. It really didn't bend me out of, out of shape all that much, because I never got the memo that racism was over. When I saw Nick Fuentes on the platform, I kind of knew where it would go, especially when he had nobody there to give him any pushback. I don't think he would have agreed to have any real person come on there and check him, or he wouldn't have gone there. It was a soft landing spot. But from what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, she paid for access to this YouTube space. She went to the Godfather KS, paid him for the game plan, the access, the keys to the gate. Not just him, but several other prominent people in that space. And she got in, and probably with the help of her father, she admitted it, I think, when she was on Obsidian's podcast. She admitted that, yeah, I got some money from my dad. And she built a platform, and she hired some editors, and she hired some other contributors who happened to be African. She's had other races of people on there, but these people that work for her, per se, are African, so she employs people. Because she is a conservative businesswoman that leveraged her money to build a platform that had well over 1 million subscribers. So let me ask this question. What's the uproar really about? Did some of these other content providers in that space, because I'm nowhere as big as you guys are, I'm just a little guy. I do this to keep myself busy. This is not by no means where I earn my money. But why are so many people so mad who had the opportunity to pay also? You had the opportunity to pay also. You could have paid to sit at the feet of the quote-unquote gatekeepers and help build your platform. And then secondly, how many of those people that are really so upset, how many people do they employ? It ain't really nobody's business what her contract rates are, unless you're gonna work for them. All I've seen the video of the guy that says,